to Sharon Cullen Art. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera, but today I thought I'd do a quick unboxing video, as you've probably seen from the title anyway. And now I'm speaking, and so my doggy here is gonna get, my hair's wild, is gonna get all riled up. Before I get into the actual box that I have to open, I wasn't sure if I've shown you guys this pouch that I've been using for my brushes and pens and stuff, but I really like it. I'm going to put a link in the description box below that will tell you where to find this on Etsy. There's a man, young man that makes these, and he's not in the US. I'm not sure if he's in the United Arab Emirates or if he's in Australia or where he is, but so it takes a little while to get these, but they're priced very reasonably. They're 100% leather, so if you're vegan, you won't want to purchase one of these, but they are leather. And inside, they have multiple different pouches. There's another pouch that I would like to get, but this is the one that I got. It has a pocket on either side, and it's got the flap in the middle. And in the middle here, I think right now I'm holding about 14 brushes, maybe more. There's also a pencil in here, but there's at least 14, 15 items in this pouch, as you can see. I've got lots of goodies in there. And this flap closes down over them. You can fit small brushes or short handle brushes in there very easily. This is the tallest one I have. Whoops, I'm dropping stuff out of my open pocket. This is one of my Blick Studio Sable brushes, and it is a little bit longer than the average short handled brush, and it fits in there nicely with a little extra room to spare. So I can put this in and have the flap come over without damaging any of my brushes. Then on one side, on this side, I keep all of my gouache brushes, and I've got an extra pen. The guy who makes these is Daryl Standing, and he has an Etsy shop. It's D-A-R-R-E-L-L, Standing. And so I've got all this stuff in one pocket, and then I hold a lot of stuff in my other pocket. They do snap shut, and I have not lost anything out of them yet, unless it's open, and I'm showing you. My snap was open, so I lost what was on this side. But anyway, this is a great pouch. There's another one that's just a solid pouch that I was considering getting just for brushes, but I like how compact it gets, and after putting all of that stuff in there, it's still very compact and easy to fit in a bag, so I like it a lot. The next thing I wanted to show you was another Kaweco Sport pen that I got. I do have the silver, or I think it's called aluminum. One of them is shinier than the other. Kaweco Sport pens in fountain pens. They have the screw-on cap, and you can get them in extra fine, and I don't know if they have a broad or medium point or what. This one is a ballpoint. It's very short, so if you have long fingers, you may not like this, but the click is very smooth and easy. Some people were complaining they had trouble with theirs, and at one point mine did stick a little bit, and then all of a sudden it stopped. So you can see how easy this pen clicks for me. I'm moving my little thing up. I bought my clip separately online, and I like gold and silver together, so I got a gold one. And this pen is fine for me. I do have a big hand, but I can fit it in my hand, no problem. These are very comfortable to hold. So if you're a ballpoint person, you can still get a Kaweco Sport. They started making them in ballpoint, which is really nice. Or maybe they had all along and I was just unaware of it. Another ballpoint pen I got was on the request of another YouTuber by the name of Bree. She has a channel called Documented Journey, and she uses this pen and swears by it. Now, I had another pen like this, only it was slightly different. Let me grab it to show you. Okay, a while back, a couple years ago, I had bought this brass pen, and I still like this brass pen. I think it's very sleek looking. It has a screw-on cap, so you can't stick it on the back, but it is also a ballpoint pen. The thing that I had a problem with this pen is because I hold my pen so tightly when I'm writing. It's just the way I learned to write, and it's the way I'm always going to write. Maybe it's a lefty thing, I don't know. But the edges on this pen, they're not sharp, but they're very pointed. It's an octagon shape. So after a while, I feel like it's digging into my hand. So I left a message for Bree asking her about this pen. And she said it was very comfortable in her hand. So I went ahead and bought it. This one is a click octagon pen, ballpoint. And I really like it. It was very inexpensive. I think I paid $13 for it or something. It was less expensive than this one was, I believe, at the time. And maybe they've gained popularity, so the prices come down, I'm not sure. But it's a little bit thicker for me to hang on to, and I do better with thicker pens. You can see the difference in the size. So I went ahead and bought this one, and I don't have the same problem with the digging into my fingers. It's slightly softer on the edge, like it's been filed down a little bit softer. So I like it a lot, and it writes very well. And I forget what they said. Actually, they didn't say what the replacement is for these. Diesel, no, you're not opening the box. But when I take this off, you can see this is the type of insert that it takes. So anyway, they're pretty easy to find in the stores. So I think I may even have some at home. I say at home, this is home for me now. I've almost completely moved up here. There's some things coming up from home. This week we're having our furniture brought up, the big pieces. We're having some movers bring the big pieces up, and then we'll handle all the remaining boxes and stuff like that. So anyway, that's what this pen is all about. And I like them for sketching. I'm kind of getting into ballpoints a little bit more. I still like my fountain pens, but I have great control over ballpoints, I guess. And I did buy some replacements for my Kaweco Sport. They take the D1 size, which is very small, very, very small. So you tend to go through them quickly. I bought an off-brand set, and then I got these, and you can see just how small these are. If I can hold them up here. They're very small, so you'll run out of ink a little more quickly. So far, I haven't had a problem, but I'm not doing a lot of writing right now either. So anyway, so that's that for that. And then this, I'm doing a review on. One of the pieces, I'm not sure if it's in here because she told me that they would be coming in June. I'm not sure if any of you know Maria Coriel Martin is her name. Maria is her name, and she is the developer of the arttoolkit. And so she also said that she was coming out with another item, which was going to be a small version of the business card palette. It would be even smaller. It was really cute. And so she's going to send me one for review. I'm not sure if it's in here yet. It doesn't look like it. It looks like this is just the art toolkit. She told me they were coming in June, the smaller palettes. So when I get that, I will go ahead and review it. Here's the art toolkit that I just bought. I got the gray one with the blue edging on it. I did pay for this, so there is not going to be any fake reviews, although I never do a fake review anyway. So hang on one second, I need him to be quiet. He needs this box, so I'm gonna close it up and give it to him. So you may hear some tearing and shredding. Here you go. There you go, take off. Here he goes, he's going to open the box. He's all about the paper. So anyway, back to what I'm doing here. So I bought this, so my review will be an honest review. They all are, whether I purchase the item or get them at a discount or they're given to me. So I've received things at discount and for free that I did not review very well. And one of those things was the Arteza watercolors I was not real fond of. But I've since figured out part of the reason for that was because they're not supposed to be used dry. You only use them out of the tube. wet. I've never heard of a watercolor like that. So this is the art toolkit. It is a very thin, like lightweight canvas. Very pliable, you can see. It's a little thinner than I expected. And I don't know if I got the full art toolkit. I guess I did. This one comes with it's got slots all across the front. This is a card from Maria. It says, expeditionary artist Maria Coriel Martin custom designed this rugged kit inspired by her adventures painting around the world. And if you have not seen her, you got to go check her blog out, Expeditionary Arts. She does expeditions all over the world. My camera's not straight here. I'm so sorry, people. There, is that better? I think that's better. She does travels all over the world, and she sketches. She said that the toolkit is available with field-tested supplies for ink and watercolor sketching, including a pocket palette, sketchbook, fine pen, water brush, ruler, and clips. I don't believe I got the pocket palette. You can get it without. The pocket palette raises the price a bit, but this one comes with a little mini water bottle. Whoops. A spray bottle. And it's this size. It looks like it's about 4 inches, maybe 3 to 4 inches tall. Very small. It comes with, looks like a syringe right here. And in this pocket back here is another card about the art toolkit and what you receive. Tells you some techniques for sketching, for watercoloring, and all about the art toolkit. On this side of the art toolkit, you get a clear plastic ruler. You get a pencil, which is a 2B pencil. You get a pen, which is a Sharpie fine point pen. That's nice to have. So this comes with everything you need to get sketching. You get a water brush. This is one of the good Pentel water brushes. Those I think are the best when it comes to water brushes. And then you also get a Moleskine watercolor album, which is a 135-pound, 200 GSM watercolor book. And this is a 5x8. It looks like it is a landscape book. Let me just check it out here. It's a landscape book. So if you use any other brand, like if you use the Pentalic brand watercolor journals, they'll fit in here as well, which is very nice because I do like the 5x8 size, which is the standard size. You can get them in portrait or landscape usually. Most people I know get them in landscape, but I'm not as fond of, I'm dropping everything. I'm not as fond of Moleskine as I am of Pentalic, because theirs are heavier duty paper. And this is more of a smooth paper, great for sketching. If you're a pencil or pen sketch artist, they're great for that. The paper is much smoother, but it is flimsier paper, as you can see. It's much flimsier paper. I think it's a stretch that it's 200 GSM or 135 pound, but I know they're not lying. So the other thing is that it's got a pocket in the back, which is nice too. And then there's some information in there about Moleskine. So she is collaborating with them for her art toolkit. And when you're working then, you can also put your book in. I wish it had a side slot in it that you could slide it in sideways, but you can only slide it in portrait ways, and you can work with your art toolkit that way, and you'd have to turn it, but you could still work in your art toolkit and still have everything handy right there for you. But this book is not, it's meant to slide into the pocket and stay there. I think it really would have been nice if there was a side pocket that you could slide it in this way. And then that way you could just flip your book open when you're ready to paint. But I'm fine with it either way. I think this is a really cute kit. It's lightweight, which is probably what she wanted because she does these expeditions. She says she crawls around on her belly sometimes to get to places she has to be, or so that she won't scare wildlife away. So she needed something that she could slide into her pack, and this is very compact and it holds everything she needs. Now if I use my, I've got one of these business card palettes, which is why I didn't purchase another one. I was just sketching with it yesterday. Let me just grab it here. Mine is a double-sided one by wellspringgift.com. They're all priced about the same on Etsy. She was one of the first people I saw that came out with one. Mine is double-sided, like I said, but I can fit it right into my bag or into my toolkit with no problem at all. And it'll probably fit right here in one of these pockets. Since mine is double-sided, it may be tight. Yeah, mine does not fit. I know the small one will fit, but I can fit it down inside the big pocket down inside. This one's just a little bit too tight for this palette, and I think it's because it's a double-sided palette, so. But that's too bad. I wish it would fit. Maybe I can stretch it over time and get it to fit in here. It's trying to, but the stitching is real tight on it, so it's just not quite wide enough. But a regular one would fit, no problem. This is just thicker, so. Anyway, so that's what I got there. I also wanted to update you all a little bit on my house and how it's coming along. There's not a lot more for you to see at this point. I have been doing some recording, and I have been waiting on my driveway to be finished this week. We've had some trees cut down. You'll see footage of all that. The work that we've been doing around here. Inside, there's only been like wiring being done, moving wiring around to different locations and stuff like that. So there's not a lot to show you yet. I'm still waiting on a couple cabinets to arrive, and then we can finish that. My house in the city is almost empty. They're bringing all my furniture up this Friday. This is currently Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. They're bringing all of my furniture up on Friday, or a lot of it, the biggest pieces, because we're having movers load it. And then when we get it to this end, we're gonna have other movers unload it and bring it into the house. They will also be taking this old furniture that I have out of the house. Whoops, that'll all be going out of the house. That one couch, I think I'm gonna be using in my art studio. So, oops, we're bouncing. So anyway, so that's pretty much it. And I'll try and get some footage of all that going on too as it happens. But I've only been home. I went home, was it last week? I was home for 2 days to do some packing. Got my kitchen all packed up, and it's all up here. And I'm pretty much moved in. Our mailbox is going in this weekend, so all of our mail will be transferred on Monday. And we still don't have a closing date on our house, but they did appraise their loan, and everything was okay. They did the appraisal, the loan went through, no problem. And that's all we're waiting on is the closing date. We're still aiming for June 14th to be out of our house completely, because that's when I think they need to be out of their house. And so they need to rush a closing date. So we're trying to accommodate them, and I don't want to pay their rent because their mortgage is very high. It's like twice as high as our original mortgage was. And I don't want to pay a daily rent on a mortgage that's twice as high as ours was. I'd rather be here. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to get this right out to you guys. I did do some sketching. I have some editing to do. I want to do some more painting today since I'm alone here and it's a crappy day outside. It's kind of gloomy. I may just get some painting done and relax a little bit so that my pain level goes down. If I take a couple days to relax, then I can recoup and my fatigue level drops off, and then my pain level goes down and I can get busy again. So problem is the catching up part takes longer each time. So I'm trying though, I'm gonna get there. But anyway, everybody remember, be courageous, paint with wild abandon, and most of all, be kind to each other. Take care.